What did you say to yourself this morning when you looked into the mirror? You know, that vanity mirror that you walk into every morning when you're brushing the choppers and you're slapping nice cold water on your beautiful face, and you look up and there's a mirror right in front of you. Well, hopefully you have a mirror in front of you. What did you say to yourself this morning? What did you say to yourself yesterday before you went to bed, right? You're doing your gargle, you're brushing your teeth, you're getting ready for bed. What did you say to yourself when you looked at yourself in that mirror? That's an interesting way to start out a video, Santos. Yes, it is. And guess what? Today is October the 28th. It is October the 28th. I'm going to take a few minutes out to make a short message. I call them micro speeches, motivationals, inspirationals. I really consider myself more of an educator today. Wow. And it's really amazing for me to say that. My mom's a school teacher. She's actually a retired school teacher. My son is a U.S. Marine. He wants to be an educator now. It's really strange how all of these things are happening. And I was afraid. I was the type of person that was afraid to stand before a group of people in class to share a report. And here I find myself full of courage, full of confidence, because I want to change the world. What a concept. By the way, this is Santos Rolon Jr. here, A.k.a. soldier of self-mastery, philosopher of everyday victorious living coach at your service, right out of Stockton, California. If you need a coach, if you need some help, if you need somebody to help you get from point A to point B, you're looking to overcome something in your life, connect with me. There's going to be a link below. By the way, there's going to be a link below that you can grab your own. You can download your own free 5 pillars to confidence. It's a great report. I put it together. I use those exercises on myself, and believe me, they do make a difference. So let's get into this. We don't have a whole lot of time. I want to make sure that you get inspired today. I want something different to happen in your life today. Do you want something different to happen in your life today? If you've caught this video, believe that something is going to happen. Believe with me. Let's believe together here. It's amazing. It really is amazing what we can do with a little bit of belief and some reminders. It is outstanding what we can do. Even just where you are with what you have. Now, most people are going to stay where they feel comfortable. Most people will stay within pain. They'll get accustomed to that pain. They're hating life. They're hating the circumstances. They're in a situation where they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe. And furthermore, they're enhancing that belief that they already have with rituals, negative people, negative TV programming, negative music, and possibly a completely negative job. Now I want to say this, that everything in life is temporary until we enter into that next chapter, which is the final chapter. But everything here on this planet is temporary. Your pain is temporary, right? Your joy is temporary. Your grief is temporary. Now we do go from enjoyment, we do go from pleasure to pain, from pain to pleasure. We can enjoy every single day. It's a mindset. It's a choice. You can experience joy, even in the midst. I'm going to say something here. When you say you're in a difficult position in life, right? You're in a difficult position, whatever that position may be, whatever it may be. When you reprogram your mindset to think in a certain way while you're in that situation, through a series of rituals, through reminders, through positive self-talk, through videos like this one, it's going to make the difference, because whatever you're going through is temporary. It's not permanent. And that's a really good frame of mind to keep. You can have enjoyment in every situation if you choose to. Well, Santos, you may not know what I'm going through. You don't know me. You don't know the horror story that I've been through. You don't know the horror story that I'm in right now. No, I don't know, but I do know that your mind is extremely powerful. I do know that you are capable of improving upon your improvement. See, there's room for improvement within room for improvement. How can you say these things? Because I'm experiencing them myself. Now, you gotta, when you get up every morning and when you go to bed, I talk in my videos and my micro speeches about certain rituals that you can do. There's certain rituals. These rituals are not difficult. They're not difficult at all. They may be something that you're not used to doing. Okay, I understand that. But if you want to move away from pain into a more pleasurable state or a more enjoyable state, you got to do some things differently than what you're doing right now. I started out this video by asking you a question. What do you say to yourself? What do you say to yourself in front of the mirror when you get up in the morning? What do you say to yourself throughout the day? When you trip and fall, when you say the wrong thing, when you go through an experience that really triggers your anger, what do you say to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? Your gift is right here. This is your ticket, my friend, right here. This mouth that you have is your ticket to a better state. And along with a few other rituals that you can add to your positive self-talk, I call it immersion. Anthony Robbins calls it immersion. It's just going to further enhance what you're trying to do. If you want to get to a better state, you probably want to get to a better state fast, right? How do you do that? The more that you do something, the more that you do it, the quicker that you do it. And then when you add other components to that equation, it further enhances your experience to get you from point A to point B. You see, you are where you are today because you've chosen to be there, my friend. You've chosen to be there. You don't have to stay in that state. Remember, it's all about your perception. It's about how you're looking at things around you and what you're doing. If you're willing to educate yourself, if you're willing to do just a few different things to get your mind, I'm telling you, my friend, your mind is phenomenal. Your mind is so powerful. The master of the universe created your mind. It's a masterpiece, if you don't already know that. I was reading this morning in the Bible, in Genesis chapter 1. I was thinking about what our Creator said to us. He said, take dominion over the fowls of the air, the birds. Take dominion over the fish of the sea. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 25, verse 26, 27. And then he says, he tells us to take dominion over every creeping thing. Now, when we think of every creeping thing, we're probably thinking of the spiders and maybe the ants and the little rodents. I believe that every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth includes you and I. So we have the capability of turning our lives right side up. There is no perfection in all of this. I understand. There is no utopia. I don't believe there's a utopia here on planet Earth. I do believe that you can have a certain perception every single day for your life, and you can learn to enjoy yourself moment by moment because you're educating yourself, because you're doing certain rituals to keep your mindset at a perception. We got to learn how to look at everything around us differently. Most people are like laser focused on everything that is around them. And they don't see the possibility thinking. They don't understand the positive self-talk. They really don't understand self-encouragement or self-motivation. Most people don't. So they go from complaining to complaining. They go from anger to anger, and sometimes they might experience a little bit of joy, right? However they do it, but then it's back to the same old. In fact, Anthony Robbins, I'm going to be ending here soon. I know this is a little bit lengthy. Anthony Robbins talks about experiencing emotions on their highest level. I remember reading his book, and he talked about that most people only experience certain emotions. I believe emotions trigger feelings. It all affects our nervous system, how we feel, the person that we become. And when I began to experience a whole lot of different emotions, then I began to understand, you see, you don't have to stay in the state that you're in. You can get yourself to a better state every single day. In other words, you can be in hell, but your mind can be in Hawaii. You can be in hell, and you can be on an airplane flying above the skies, enjoying a really pleasant experience. You can be in hell, and in your mind's eye, you can be on the beach kicking back on one of those lazy chairs, getting a little bit of the salt, whatever it is, that breeze coming upon you, listening to the waves, listening to the birds, maybe sipping on a nice healthy drink, maybe eating some really great barbecued shrimp, really tasty garlic marinated barbecued shrimp, whatever. You get my point? Your mind, your perception, and how you perceive things and what you bring in is going to determine your experience, my friend. Now, you are a product of your imagination. I'm going to say that here. I'm going to be ending soon. The way that you look at yourself, the way that you look at everything in life, how you talk to yourself, it all of it has to do with perception. You see, you will become what you think about. You will become what you say you are. If you believe you are a gambler, well, guess what? You're going to gamble. If you believe that you are a prostitute or a man whore, like some guy told me some time ago, that's exactly what you're going to behave like. If you believe that you're a smoker, if that's who you see in your mind's eye, that's who you will be. If you believe you're smart, if you believe you're happy, if you believe that you can encourage yourself, well, guess what? That will also happen too. If you believe whatever it is, maybe you don't know what you want in life, right? The three key questions that I've asked in other videos. Who are you? What is it that you truly want? And how are you going to get there? See, you don't have to know how you're going to get there. But the two things that you really have to focus on is who you are, who you want to be. That's primary, because once you lock that in, believe me, your mind and your subconscious will lead you there. It'll attract the things in your life that you need to help you get there. It starts out with your speech. It starts out how you look at yourself in the mirror early in the morning or late at night. How you talk to yourself throughout the day. When somebody trips you and you fall and you break a tooth, that's where it starts, my friend. And this is reality. This is the world that we live in. We're not going to escape it unless we go to be with, there's a group of religious people that live out there in the mountains. Every once in a while they come into the city. They wear a certain color, but they're just out there in monasteries or these schools, and that's where they live, and they're just away from everybody. Well, that's not typical for everybody, and I don't think that's for you. So, wow, this has been a lengthy Saturday morning video, Santos. I hope that you've gotten something out of this, and if you have, by the way, I hope that you brought a notebook. I'm gonna encourage you to come with a notebook or a pen or something to write down your thoughts as you watch these micro speeches. And I'm believing that you got something out of this. So share this video, post it on Facebook, post it on another YouTube, copy the link and post it somewhere. Let this video help somebody else, because that will also help you. With that said, subscribe, share, comment, and like. I will see you on my very next micro speech. This is Santos Rolon Jr. making it an exciting day, another exciting day, making every day super fantastic, terrific, over the top, in spite of and because of. My friend, I will see you on the very next video at the top. And remember, just remember to be at peace with yourself, my friend. And watch this video a couple times. Let it sink into your subconscious if you need to. Hey, whatever it takes, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.